welcome to another video. And today I wanted to do a really basic and simple Premiere Pro tutorial, because when I first started I didn't know how to simply cut a clip, how to add music, and basically just how to understand the whole setup and change it more conveniently. So this is going to be the most basic tutorial ever for your daily vlog, your sit down videos, basically just your average daily YouTuber content type editing you can do with this tutorial. This isn't going to be like a professional video tutorial using all the fancy stuff, but this is the most basic stuff that you will know when you first start out. This is my computer screen. Right here I had the Adobe Cloud. Looking for an intro, I can go through Adobe Cloud too, but we're gonna open Premiere Pro. This will also be like an edit with me. I have my matcha ASMR. Go here, right here. So once you are done editing, we have like my past videos, and you can always just click on those again. But we're gonna go on new project here in the corner and title it whatever you want to call it. Eyeliner tutorial, because that's what I got here, number 2, and click create. And that's it. You don't have to bother any other settings. And this is where all your stuff is. So when you have your flash drive editing from your phone or computer, you can organize your files by naming them. Like this is a whole video with clips in here. I can just click on that whole file and the video will be here. If you have like your videos here just there, you can click one by one. This is the one, daily eye look. It's got 2 clips. So everything you filmed is going to be in here. Everything you filmed is going to be in that folder, and after you click that folder or your video, you don't need to mess with this, but if you want it to have a name after you export it, you can name it there, and you don't have to mess with anything else. As long as you filmed with your phone in this mode or your camera has YouTube settings, you do not have to fix the dimensions. If you filmed with your phone this way, like a TikTok, it will automatically export horizontally. So if this is a YouTube video and you don't want to do the complicated stuff, just film like this on your phone. Over here you can transcribe your video. It takes a while, like maybe 20 to 30 minutes to actually complete transcribing, depending on how long your video, but it will have the words. You can edit by word instead of clipping through the clips. I use that for sit down videos, and I can have that in another tutorial. But now this is what you want to understand. This is your setup. These are the clips. This is the sequence. A sequence is basically this right here. This is the sequence. These are the 2 separate clips that the sequence come from. This is your main, this is where you'll find your files and add different files. So you always want this project banner here, your video here, and your effects, controls. You don't need to worry about messing with anything here for now. But we can go through properties because that can be useful for when you're adding text. This is your edit. You're going to go here for undo, or another hack is to go to keyboard shortcuts on your edit, and this will show you the stuff that you can press instead of using the stuff. Let's search undo. CTR plus Z. So you can press that on your keyboard and it will undo it, so you don't have to go click all the way on the tab. Or you'll see how we need this later, but ripple delete is shift and delete, so you don't have to go all the way to the corner and click ripple delete. So that is here in keyboard shortcuts. Now I don't mess with anything else over here. I just mess with the very basic stuff. When you go to window, okay, these are all the things you have open. This whole setup right here is very confusing at first because you don't know what's going on. But if your effects controls is not here, go to your windows, click effects controls, so you can have all this over here. Have text, have essential sound, have audio meters. Basically, this is the most basic setting to have. Make sure you have tools, text, source monitor. This is your source monitor right here. This is your source monitor. If somehow you clicked around and it's gone, you're going to go back in window and bring your source monitor back. And if you get confused with your setup, just look around here and make sure everything is looking okay. You can even just copy what I have, because this is what I always use for my everyday editing. Now we're gonna start the basic editing. With this little thing here, you can zoom in on the clip. So these are all the clips together, the entire 16 minutes. And we can zoom in. This is also good where if you want to like cut out some pauses in your talking, like these are the pauses, these breaks in the sound. Over here on this window, the only thing I use is this to move things around, the C razor tool for cutting. This is how you cut a clip. Now let's cut out a pause here. Let's make sure that's a pause. And you can move the stick to see what's going on. Like that. And also on the keyboard, for the razor tool, you can click C. I want to show you how that works. Okay, razor tool. V to go back to normal moving mouse. C for razor tool. So it's easy just to click back and forth. So after you have your cut, you click C for razor tool, click on the clip, right click on the clip. The only thing I really use here is the ripple delete. And ripple delete brings everything else back with it. Even when you have an overlay of text, an overlay of video, an overlay of audio, ripple delete brings everything there. Whereas, let's undo. If you were to just click cut at the very top, if you were to click cut, there's this gap. And now you don't want that. Even if you accidentally do that, you can do that, right click, ripple delete, and everything is brought back. And that is how you cut. Now let's add some text. You're going to click the tool over here and you're going to go right here. Let's just say welcome back. And then we're going to go back to the selection tool, which just kind of helps move everything around. Welcome back. And now this is where you need properties. For your text, over here in properties, when your text is highlighted. Now, if you get confused, it's probably because this is highlighted. Because if you accidentally move it, that can mess something up. Do not move the clip, just click on the clip. So the clip is highlighted. And if you go to properties right here, it's just not making no sense. So make sure the correct thing is highlighted every time. Click on that right there. And you can change the size. You can change the font. And another very important thing that I like to do is go all the way down to shadow. Highlight the shadow. Make it all black. And it kind of makes the word stand out more on the screen with the shadow in the back. It looks more clear off camera. There's also this to help center your letters. So like even if you wanted it up here, but in the middle, and you can't get exactly in the middle with your eyes, there, to the side, there, to the bottom, there. But the thing is, if you want it in the middle, it will adjust it wherever you have it placed in the middle. In the top in the middle, move it to the top. Make sure it's centered. And that's how you do text. Now, to add like photos, you want to insert a photo, like be like, follow me on Instagram. Let's open up your files here. Or you can open them up from here, but if that's confusing, open them up from here. Let's get my Instagram screenshot and move it to the side. drag and drop it to your project screen. And now, when you are selecting them, they are both highlighted right now. So if you move them, you are moving them both at the same time. And you probably just want one. So click here, click that. And there we go. Drag and drop it right here. Or if you do it on the screen, you see you have these options. Insert. That's like inserting it in the clip to where the video cuts off and it cuts to the pic. And you probably don't want that. You can overwrite, just take the whole clip out, insert after. So insert it after the clip, insert it before the clip, replace the whole clip entirely. But what you usually want, just a picture in the corner of your video, that's going to be an overlay. Just a picture over the video while you're talking. And now we're going to highlight it. It gets kind of tricky with these pics. You got to make sure they're highlighted. We're going to highlight it, move it down, and kind of oh my goodness. Okay, yes, see, it's kind of, when you have to be like exactly careful, it can get confusing when it's not highlighted anymore. And it looks small here, but when the YouTube video is the entire YouTube screen, it's going to look okay. And we're going to get the other pic. Now, this pic seems like it's taking up all the space, but it has not. That's how you zoom in. This is how you zoom out. We want the same pic on the same screen at the same time. So we're going to move that little lever. And what I just did, I'm moving this. You could do it with the sound to get a closer look at the sound, to adjust the sound. And you could do it with the top clips to adjust the top clips. I usually do it when I need to layer photos and overlays. Follow me on Instagram. How to crop these pictures. You can crop these pictures from here too, like this. And select crop. And now it's got like these little things around it. And you can crop it. See, like that. But we don't need to crop this. And when you're done and need to move it again, go to transform. Like that. Boom. Another very important thing that I think is really useful when you're editing is hold down shift and move your toggle. Make sure you're on the selection tool, the arrow tool, and move it and hold it down like this. If you want to get it like stay stuck at a certain clip, get it real specific, like that. Just make sure it stays, because when you're moving the mouse, it can really kind of move. And so with that, let's get this. Don't click it. Well, actually, yeah, you can click it. Click right click. And we're going to click Open in Source Monitor. Now, this is not changing your video. This is just showing you the clip if you need to watch it before you need to see what you want to add to the video. Say you want to get just a certain clip from here. Like this. And if you just want a clip to insert somewhere, let's just get that clip. And I'm going to click that. And now over here, you see that little blue? That's the amount that is selected. Now, right here, you can drag and drop that as you please. But I do this. This is inserts. You can also go to keyboard shortcuts and find the insert. Okay, and now let's make this more seeable, and our clip has been inserted here. You did not erase the clip. You inserted it where that cut is. So when you want to insert something in a certain place, like you're in the video, you're talking, this is a little clip from me at the park. After you say, this is a little clip after me in the park, you are going to cut. And you're going to do what I just showed you and insert that part clip. Whereas in reality, you said this is what I did at the park. And you just kind of stayed silent for 5 seconds. And then you were like, so yeah, after that, I did this, that, because you inserted a clip at the park and you cut it accordingly. And that is how you do that. So that's what I like about that. It's still going to be on the clip. Oh, well, if it is still on the clip, just like click down here or click play on your video, move this toggle and click play, and it'll take you back to your original clip. That is when you take a clip and you're adding it to the sequence. So this is the sequence. You do not want to mess with the sequence unless it's down here. These are your clips. So even if you already have them in the sequence, you can adjust them and add certain clips in other places that you would rather have them be. Now, how do we add audio? So if you have files, you can definitely add them like I added the photos. But if you have extensions like Epidemic Sound, you're going up to extensions, you're clicking Epidemic Sound. I click like on track so I can easily keep up with them. And you can even highlight certain clips that you would like to import. Or you can import the whole song, the whole thing. Just click over here. You don't have to import to timeline at the playhead. Importing to timeline at the playhead means it's wherever this is. Wherever this starts, that's where the music will start. I actually do it like that because it's easier. I don't know how to just add it here, but if you wanted to just add it here, import timeline at the playhead, and then cut it, and it will still be over here. Now, let's do a quick thing for transitions. You're going to go to video transitions, whichever one you click. I usually do a slide transition and then push, add it wherever you want, zoom in to adjust it. There you go. And if you wanted like a swoosh sound when the screen turns, like I usually do, you can go to your Epidemic Sound, and I have the swoosh sound saved. And here it is. Let's highlight the swoosh that we want. Now, you can't really hear it, but you can if you see some of my videos. To adjust any sound, you can use this and move it up and down. But once you have the clip highlighted, the volume is over here in your properties, and you can turn it up and down. See the clip down there moving? Up and down, quieter or louder swoosh. And to make the transition shorter or longer, you just adjust it as such. Like that. Another good fact about the playhead is that whatever you want to zoom into, just make sure the playhead is on it. If you want to zoom over here, move the playhead over here. And the playhead will zoom in over there. If you want to zoom in over here, playhead zooms in there. And when you're ready to export your video, you will click this quick export. And you will click export. I'm not going to do that because I need to edit this video. That is all the basics. And I hope you learned something today. Comment down below if you want me to do like a little quick tutorial on color coding your screen to make it look a little bit more, adjusting the color a little brighter if you need it bright, make it cooler, make it warmer. I can do a very basic color coding tutorial. I can do how I do the typing effect for my intro, like when the text shows up, it's like one letter by one letter. I can show you how I do that, and just anything else that you would like to know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.